In order to renew her relationship with her husband, the woman did not hesitate to point the gun at herself. Then she slowly held her husband without waiting for her husband to hold it. She pulled the trigger directly. She knew that her husband was being targeted by his enemies, but tonight...
If you don't recognize me, I will say, your tea is cold. I will go and make a promise to you.
You eat.
And it is about such a memory that has been waiting for half a century across life and death, but it has become the ceiling of domestic love movies in the hearts of countless people. In 2009, it was prepared in Faihong, invest 40 million yuan in 10 years, personally directed and starred in his pioneering work, Love Has an Afterlife. The film is adapted from the short film novel Ginkgo by female writer Shulan Jingo, but this work has poured countless efforts into her. At that time, only 2 million box office was recovered. It wasn't until more than 10 years later that we suddenly realized everyone is saying that they were too young back then. I can't understand Duan Yihong. What kind of affection and despair are hidden in those eyes? I couldn't understand the sentence that Yu Feihong repeated 7 times. What a heavy love and restraint behind it.
The tea is cold. I'll go refill it for you.
Until later, we also became people in our own stories. Now let's make a pot of tea and walk in together. This crosses the agreement of 3 lives and 3 lifetimes. Maybe if we understand the Min and Aju, we can also understand it. The self who once fought desperately for one person.
I have been waiting for someone under this tree. After waiting for 50 years, we once made an appointment.
In this way, a story about the past and present life is about to be revealed. Time goes back to the late Qing dynasty and the beginning of the Republic of China 50 years ago. Amin is the younger brother of the leader of the bandits. His childhood parents were killed by enemies. It was his brother who brought him up in the shadow of the sword. 2 years later, the elder brother led people to take revenge and destroy the other party. Mammon relented in front of a 6-year-old boy because Amin was also 6 years old back then. He waved his hand and let him go. The child didn't see the child in his arms. He also held a sister who was in the wall. This seemingly unintentional act of kindness, it laid the groundwork for the future catastrophe. Out of guilt and protection for his younger brother, the elder brother did not allow him to participate in any massacre. Instead, he invited a teacher to teach him to read and paint. He has developed him into a scholar who is incompatible with the copycat. Let's pause here for a moment. Analyze the internal contradictions of the character of Amin. He lived in an environment that relied on violence and plunder for his livelihood. Enjoyed the comfort of all this, but his education told him that all this is not right. He is neither a real bandit. You can't become a real literati. There is a scene in the movie that is meaningful. Amin looked out the window, and the frame looked like a cage. He seems to be a free young master, but in fact he is a prisoner trapped by identity. He longed to prove himself, but had nowhere to show it. This strong sense of inner tearing, it is the root of all his subsequent tragic acts. Every year at the beginning of March, the brothers' descent was the only moment Amin could get rid of being protected. On this day, he went into the mountains alone to hunt, not so much for prey, rather than for catharsis and self-discovery. At this moment, a melodious flute sounded,